Welcome to a yoga class with me, Natalie. You can just begin by coming into a comfortable seated position, maybe sitting up onto your heels. You can rest your hands in your lap and just begin to tap in, closing down your eyes, beginning to breathe deeply here. And then we're going to get started in a child's pose. So you can walk your hands forward, let your forehead drop onto the mat. And just arrive here today. Letting go of everything that has happened up until now. And then you can begin walking your hands all the way over to the left side of the mat, as far as you possibly can. Really opening up that right side body. Just breathing very deeply here. Feeling nurtured. And then beginning to walk your hands back to center. Just pause there for a moment. And then you can continue all the way over to the right side. Maybe at this point you can walk your hands slightly further over to the right. Don't push, but find your limit. Really feeling the opening in the left side of the body. Making more room for the breath, for the expansion of the chest and the lungs. And walking your hands back towards center, rolling yourself up onto all fours, positioning yourself aligned, maybe swaying your hips from side to side, drawing some circles with your spine. Maybe looking to the left, looking to the right, looking up, looking towards your navel, inhaling for a cow, exhaling for cat. Just using your breath to guide you, inhaling to open up and exhale to contract the spine. And tucking the toes and coming back into your downward facing dog. Take it for a walk. Alternating sides. Bending into your knees and then extending the legs. Bending, extending. One more time, bending, extending, and then finding stillness, pressing into the palms of your hands. And on your next inhale, bring your right foot up towards the sky and exhale it to step between your hands, lowering the left knee down onto the mat and inhaling up to your low lunge. You can place your hands on your front knee. And just bring some slight movement into this, just swaying. Maybe if it's accessible to you, you can bring your fingertips down towards the mat, feeling the opening of that left side all the way to the psoas. If you want, you can gaze slightly up. Just breathe into these sensations. If you have blocks, you can also place your hands on blocks. And placing your hands back into the mat, exhaling your leg back into your three-legged dog, and then lowering into your downward facing dog. Maybe twisting the hips from side to side. And then placing your left foot on your right heel, stretching out that right leg. Coming back into your dog and then changing sides, right foot to left heel. Again, maybe you want to do some more pedaling here. And then find an inhale to bring your left foot up towards the sky, and exhale to step it between your hands, lowering the right knee down, raising yourself up and coming into your low lunge. Again, you can place your hands on your front knee, just swaying here slightly, bringing some movement into the hip, the groin. And if you like, you can lower your hands down onto the floor or onto blocks, gazing slightly up, maybe closing down the eyes, just to become very present on what's going on inside of you. In general, in yoga, there's a lot less to look at on the outside. What gets really interesting is to look within. What's going on in the mind? What's going on emotionally, physically? Tucking the back toe, exhaling the left leg up towards the sky into a three-legged dog before pedaling it out into your regular downward facing dog. And you can begin walking your feet forward towards your hands, bringing your hands to your elbows, just swaying from side to side, releasing the entire upper body. You can even release it onto your thighs, and placing your hands in front of you, just swaying here. And then lowering your hips down, coming into a seated position on your mat. We're going to set us up for deer. So find a 90-degree angle in both knees, bringing your right knee to the side and then folding over your right knee. You can come onto your forearms here. If that's too much, you can stay on your hands or your fingertips. Maybe you can twist slightly further towards the right side. Again, be gentle with your body, listen to its directions and guidance. If you have any discomfort or pain, please move out of whatever position you're in. Honor your body. Maybe you'll be able to rest your forehead onto your hands. Wherever you're at, you're receiving all the benefits. Don't forget to breathe here. You can begin walking your hands back towards center. Windshield wiping your knees from side to side. And then we're going to move towards the left side, so opening up the left knee, 90 degrees. And the same goes for the right knee. And find an inhale to rise up, and then exhale to fold across. Maybe you can twist slightly more to the left as your body opens up. Maybe coming all the way down with your forearm or your forehead to your hands. Don't forget that there's nothing to accomplish here. Just remain in stillness, focus on breathing deeply. Feeling the activation of the rest and digest nervous system. And then finding an inhale to walk your hands back towards your body. Again, you might want to do some windshield wipers. And you can pedal out your feet in front of you. And then bringing your left knee in towards your body, placing it alongside your right thigh. Then crossing it over your right leg. Maybe you stay here if that's enough. Or you inhale your right hand up towards the sky and place it on the outside of your left leg and gaze over your shoulder. Using your inhale to lengthen the spine and exhale to twist slightly deeper. Remember that we're twisting from the abdomen. You can flex your right foot for further sensation. And begin coming back to center, opening the right knee out to, or the left knee out to the side, placing the left sole of the foot along the right thigh, inhaling to extend the arms over your head, and exhaling to fold forward. You can bend into your right knee just as much as you need to, gazing towards the right toes. And then begin walking your hands back towards your body, switching sides, bringing your right knee towards your chest. If you like, on this side I'm a bit less flexible. You can twist whilst the right foot is still on the inside of the left thigh. But if you're open enough, you can cross it, just like we did on the other side. Try and open the chest as much as you can and gaze over your back shoulder. This posture can feel slightly awkward at first, so have grace with yourself. And then begin untwisting, bringing the right knee out towards the side, extending the spine and hands up, and then exhaling to fold forward. You can gaze towards your left foot. You can bend as much as you need to into the left knee. And explore, feel into how this posture feels. Using the breath to come deeper. Inhale to lengthen the spine and exhale to fold deeper. Then on your next inhale, you can begin walking your hands back towards your body. Extending the legs in front of you, just pedaling them out, bringing some blood back into your thighs, maybe just rub them a bit, tap them, wake them up, and then come back around all the way to your belly. And we're going to get ready to do some cobras here. So inhale to lift yourself up, using the muscles of the entire back body. The arms are not really so active in this. Rather use your back, your core. And then on your next inhale, see if you can come all the way to an upward facing dog, lifting your legs off the floor. And then from here, just relax down. We're warming up the spine to prepare for camel. You can just rest your left cheek onto the mat. Switching sides, right cheek onto the mat. Try to relax your entire body, including the back. And then getting ready for our locust. So you can begin inhaling just your legs up. And then you can bring your hands together behind your back and come up with both your hands and your legs. Or arms, I should say. So try and come up as much as you possibly can, using that muscle of the spine, the glutes, the back sides of the legs, pointing the feet. And from here, pushing all the way back, coming onto a seated position at the back of your mat. And we're going to begin warming up for our camel here. So you can bring one hand to your heels and then sway, just like I'm doing here, from side to side, coming into a half camel variation. Just bringing a bit of movement, preparing the body, shaking your shoulders, drawing some shoulder circles. Do what you need to do. Then coming onto your knees. And it's important here that you really engage the back side of the body, engage the core, engage the spine, and begin walking your hands back along your hamstrings, and maybe you stay there. There's no need to go into the full expression if your body isn't capable. And then begin walking your hands all the way to your heels, if that's possible for you. And then come out the same way you came in. Coming back to a seated position, placing your hands on your belly and your heart. Just protect yourself, integrate what you just did. It can be quite vulnerable to open up like that. It's a big heart opener. Should just arrive back into this space, coming into a wide-legged child's pose, resting your forehead onto the mat. Just catching your breath again. Feeling safe. Feeling held. And then inhale, coming out of your child's pose. Bringing your legs back forward. And then just rolling down slowly and carefully onto your back. And we're going to come into our shoelace. So you can cross your right foot over your left. And then try to bring your knees on top of each other. Then use your hands on your ankles and try to pull your ankles towards your body. So this is quite a stretch on your hips. Maybe you've done shoelace sitting up before. This is just a supine variation. Maybe as the body opens up, you're able to bring the ankles even closer. Make sure that your shoulders are in the floor. That will help you with a bit more strength. And then you can begin untwisting your right leg from your left, and then placing your left knee over your right, and we'll do the other side. So hands towards your ankles. If it's way too much, you can just begin by bringing one knee over and then hold onto that ankle. That might be enough. You can also come into a figure 8 stretch. Don't forget to breathe here. And then you can release your left leg over the right. And now we're going to place our right leg all over the left and wrap it around the left leg into your eagle. And then twist your both knees towards the left side, coming into our twist. Extend your right arm out towards the side and you can gaze over your right shoulder. We strive to keep both our shoulder blades in the mat when we do our supine twists. If it's too much to twist your knees all the way to the ground, you can use a block and place your knees on the block instead, or on a cushion. Feel that your body is slowing down. And then untwisting the right leg from the left. You can draw some windshield wipers here. And then cross your left leg over the right. Maybe you can bring your left foot onto the right shin. And then let your knees fall over to the right side and gaze towards your left fingertips. Maybe exhaling through your mouth here with an audible sigh. Letting go. Bringing your knees back to center. If you like, you can come into a happy baby here. Bringing your hands to the outsides of your feet. If you like, you can rock from side to side or remain in stillness. Then bringing the soles of the feet to touch. Coming into your reclined butterfly. I like to place one hand on my heart, one hand on my stomach, as a way of signaling to the body that I'm safe, I'm held. Really let go here. I like to visualize that there's light pouring from the sky straight into my heart when I'm in this posture. Then you can bring your knees together using your hands, folding over towards the side of your choice into your fetal position. Just pause there for a few moments. And then beginning to transition up to a comfortable seated position. Keeping your eyes closed. Just arriving back into the present moment. Taking some deep breaths here. I'm going to end the class here with a quote by Tina Turner that I really like. People think my life has been tough, but I think it has been a wonderful journey. The older you get, the more you realize it's not what happens, but how you deal with it. You take your problems to a God, but what you really need is for the God to take you to the inside of you. My legacy is that I stayed on course, from the beginning to the end, because I believed in something inside of me. On your next inhale, you can bring your hands towards the sky and exhale them into prayer position in front of your heart. Thanking yourself for showing up for this practice today. And I'm thanking you for letting me guide you through it. Letting your mind bow down to the wisdom of your heart. Thank you.